Hello everybody, and just here, and welcome back to Shokei Shoujo Virgin Road, episode 7. I had to restart this recording because OBS decided that it doesn't want to work with my microphone for some reason. But then I opened the mic's properties. I changed the input source from default to default, and it started working again. Thankfully, I haven't gone past the last time on Dragon Ball Z section of the episode itself, so not all is lost. Thankfully, right. In the last episode, a lot has happened. Like a lot. Everybody was revealed to be some sort of a secret badass. Quite literally everybody. Akari has memories of other, loops she went through in time. She has memories of it, but she represses them by erasing her memories. Temporarily, I guess, more like locking her memories down so that she can eventually get access to them again, only leaving the feeling of love for Menou. Menou herself apparently can make use of other people's pure concepts, which I didn't know is a thing that you can actually do. I'm assuming it has something to do with the fact that she was blanched. That makes her have easier access to other people's energies and skills and abilities and whatnot. That's a very interesting concept for sure. Momo, it was revealed that she has a psycho mode, like punch a dragon to death psycho mode, not just punch a dragon to death, maul a dragon to death kind of psycho mode. And what triggers it is losing her ribbons that she got as a gift from Menou. Jesus Christ! And then there's Asuna. Asura. The princess. Probably the most normal of them all. Her sword can get big. That's her power. Fairly normal as far as powers go. It can slice clean through a castle. But compared to other characters, that's pretty fucking normal. If I had to pick one single waifu from the entire cast so far, I think it would be Asura, because everybody else is some flavor of a psycho. Asura is like the safest option, honestly. Jesus Christ. Orwell was deaded in the end. Orwell died. And they had some conversation, and some people pointed out that the conversation kind of tied into the thing that Flair told Menou near the beginning, right? That if you find happiness, it's going to destroy you, or something along those lines. So that's a thing, apparently, and my entire theory of where this next arc is gonna go was completely scrapped, because I honestly thought it's gonna go in the direction where Akari and Menou and Momo and Asura, whatever, I really don't remember which letter is in her name there, will have to run from the church, and Menou will become disillusioned with it, and there's gonna be some soul-seeking within Menou because she no longer has a place, because now the church is chasing her and whatnot. But apparently not. The church swept everything under the rug. It's of course the fault of the evil aristocrats and whatnot, and something happened to the cathedral, and Orwell heroically protected the people there and the bystanders, and tragically she passed due to sustained injuries when she was protecting a 3-year-old orphan with her very own body, you know, that kind of story. So yeah, we're not running away from the church. That goes completely out of the window, which makes me wonder where this arc is going. We know that they're gonna go somewhere to some port city, if I'm not mistaken. At least that's what I assume from the title of this episode. So I wonder if this arc is gonna be fairly, maybe not chill, maybe not exactly chill, but it's gonna be more like travel-y, sightsee kind of arc. You know, going through the country and giving us the viewers a little bit of exposition and world building and whatnot. I'm assuming that's what this arc might be. I know that the previous episode was when the first volume of the light novel ended, which makes sense because that episode really did feel like a finale. And now, assuming that the second half of the season is gonna cover like the second volume, I wonder what's gonna be the climax of this part, what's gonna be the finale of this series. Because if this was a halfway point finale, I mean, they're gonna have to step up their game, and I really can't see any more steps to step up onto, so I've absolutely no clue what to expect. This arc itself, again, I can assume, I can think that it's gonna be a travel journey arc, but I can't know that because the only thing that is left, essentially, is the overarching arc, I guess, of Menou having to find a way to kill Akari. And Akari, subconsciously, in her like inner voice, inner Akari, trying to find a way that would allow Menou to kill her, and only Menou, not just anybody, only Menou. But it's not exactly an arc of the next half, like, you know, half a season. It's an overarching arc of the entire series, essentially. So I really don't know. Gonna offset the exposure just a little bit because it's too bright. So I really don't know where they can go in this arc. Yeah, that's a lot of words to say that I don't know where they're gonna go with this arc, isn't it? Lock the exposure, please. Don't flicker. Okay. Are we good, camera? Are we good? Think we might be good. Think we might be good. Okay. So, I'm assuming, short term, we're going on an adventure. A more light-hearted episode is very much needed. A downtime episode, essentially, and going for an adventure to another city and perhaps seeing the sights of another city, and by the end of today's episode, establishing some hook into the next arc. Sounds like the perfect thing for this episode. Speaking of an adventure, I went on an adventure myself today. When I was recording the Skeleton Night, I mentioned I have something to do. And yeah, I did have something to do, and I ended up in the process near the city square. And I haven't been there in years. So I went for a little adventure around the city square, or around the less known areas. Ate a very nice burrito kind of thing with like pita outside, and inside there was gyros and wakame and some algae caviar, and it was weird and it was Japanese and it was delicious. And if you want to watch, read, see the whole relation, I guess, because I posted photos and whatnot live, visit my Discord server. It's here. Join it, and you will be able to see my little adventure. But let's not talk about my adventure, because you are here to see Menou's and the Akari's, and that's what we're gonna do. So let's start episode 7 of Shokei Shoujo Virgin Road, version by Saps, please, in 3, 2, 1, go. And this is kombucha with acai berries. Right, this introduces a very interesting situation. I mentioned it during the first recording that I had to scrap, where Akari doesn't know her own secret, but Menou knows Akari's secret. And it's very interesting. It creates a very interesting dynamic between them, doesn't it? Yeah, and it also makes me wonder about um, the end of not like just the season, but the end of the source material itself. Are they gonna find a way to, you know, to somehow save Akari, or is it gonna be a bittersweet ending where Menou succeeds, or I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna shut up now because I haven't seen this part. Acting Archbishop. Well, that was awful fast. I guess the church acts efficiently. We're going on an adventure! Residential area for lost ones. Well, that's interesting. Aren't they just like killing all of them? I'm guessing it's just some stunt. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. And I can't remember the rest of the intro to Pharaoh. But I cannot wait for Pharaoh remake. If you didn't know that, Pharaoh, the strategy game, city builder, I guess, is getting a remake. A studio got the rights to make that remake, and they are making it. And I couldn't be more excited for it. I'm waiting with bated breath for whenever it comes out. Pharaoh is a game of my childhood, so I have to play it. I have to play the remake. I'm gonna have to look up the lyrics to this song because I hear like decay and reaper appear, like I'm your reaper, and I'm curious what the actual lyrics are. Okay, the exposure on the camera is what it is. I'm using a phone, not an actual camera, so you'll have to forgive me. Port City of Libelle. Humst. Older Akari. And a child. Maybe not older Akari, because she had like blue hair. Akari has black. The wilderness area. Ah, we're Pokemon now. Prepare your Pokeball. hmm. This doesn't look like a particularly harsh environment. It looks like some, yeah, very pleasant hills. I would love to have a little hut on top of, I don't know, that hill. Yeah, you can't keep your spirits for that long, can you? Some additional light. I guess the ring light alone isn't enough. Because you're with Menou, why else? Yep, of course. It's perfectly predictable. They really packed up light for the road, didn't they? I have no recollection of the 16 years. Now, I don't know if she's legit about it or is it just a figure of speech. Could she be legit about it? You know what? I'm gonna note it down just in case. It's a Greek city. Cyprus kinda looking. She's not wrong. She's not wrong either. Akari erased memories. That's render distance. You need to crank it up a little. The Pandemonium, huh? Of previous life. Okay. Well, if it's a prison that no one can escape, that also begs another question. Why can't they just seal Akari? If they can't kill her, at least seal her up somehow. Maybe beyond this fog, maybe use a similar magic, similar technology, or whatever it is to seal her, right? Unless they have no way of sealing her, or maybe even if sealed somehow, her pure concept can still act out. I don't know. How do you know of the local? I mean, okay, that's not exactly inconspicuous. I was about to ask how she knows of local things, local places worth seeing, but yeah, that's something that she would probably notice. Who's watching them? Who are you? Public bath. Okay. Exactly. She's so pure she doesn't need baths. Yep. Eh, not exactly. Sometimes the point of a journey is just traveling, just the journey itself. Magic hairdryer. How convenient. Ah, Momo. Anything for her senpai. Oh, tell me more, please, Ashuna. Yeah, tell me more about your travels with Ashuna. Ooh, the sound effects. She probably just enjoyed the challenge, let's be honest here. Those people, who might those people be? The fourth. Oh, love the heart tongue. Something tells me the fourth might be actually like the only good guys here. I'm not sure. I don't want to jump my gun. But I have a feeling that might be the case. Akari coming. Hide. In the closet. Under the bed. On the balcony. Somewhere. My thoughts exactly. Yeah. My thoughts exactly. Because she doesn't want to kill Akari. She either really wants to kill her with her own hands, or deep down she doesn't want to kill her. Yeah, just to myself. Yep. Yes, you are. Sure, but you're also a human being. Executioner, assassin, whoever you are not, you are a human. You might have lacked emotions right after blanching, but you certainly don't lack emotions now. I'm guessing they're gonna end up there eventually. It's too much of a Chekhov's gun to not fire eventually. Yep, right into the Pandemonium. Is it a nausea medication or are those sleeping pills? Something tells me it's the latter. Hmm. Oh, so that's her. And she has some sort of a combat fan. No thoughts, head empty. I mean, that's genuinely what Menou is planning to do. The irony here is that Menou genuinely just wants to pass by. She wants nothing to do with the fourth. Distribution of your products. Are you running some sort of a drag operation here? And you have a dead anime mother hairstyle. Are they poisoned? Smile? Smile. They're poisoned. You're just gonna throw Akari overboard? And yes, those were sleeping pills. Question is, isn't she gonna be able to revert time back to the time she was on the boat? Right? Watch Akari just appear on the boat next to Menou. Yep. Or has her true self been unlocked? Yeah, her true self. Okay, so she's been through it already. Hmm. Okay, interesting. The light that shone on her headband somehow? Yeah, lacking emotions, my ass. And here comes Akari. She was. She genuinely was. Because I was with you. Ooh, that's a nail straight through the heart. Iron fucking Maiden. Excuse me, what the fuck? Excuse me, what the fuck? What did I just witness? One hell of a scene to end an episode on, isn't it? One hell of a scene. Hmm. Yeah, I have no clue. I have absolutely no clue. What did I just see? I guess we're not getting a downtime episode, are we? We got like half an episode of downtime and then it's just straight into action again. Straight into tomfuckery. Monstrine. Monstrine. The fuck does monstrine mean? Actually, does it have some meaning? Monstrine. Is it actually a word? If so, then I'm not familiar with it. Monstrine. User profile on Twitter, on DeviantArt, on YouTube. Monstrine. Pink three-eyed monster. Some link to iFunny. I have no clue what a monstrine is. I'm assuming it's like a forced feminization of the word monster. Kind of like actor, actress, monster, monstrine. Wouldn't it be monstress? Or is it talking about the kid? Is the kid that was shot into the Iron Maiden a monster of some sort? I have no clue. I guess let's just go through it again and see what's what, shall we? Yeah, last time on Dragon Ball Z. Be they healthy, ill, unhappy, be they devout followers of or any kind of heretic, these holy gates are open unto them. Essentially, anybody can go through them to go on a pilgrimage. OP, OP, OP. Yeah, here's the girl and the little girl, who's not right in the head, apparently. And I have absolutely no clue what their deal is. Environment is so harsh the humans gave up on pioneering it altogether. Doesn't seem that way, does it? It really doesn't. We haven't really seen any... Well, I wanted to say we haven't seen any monsters, but... I guess we didn't. Every single monster that we've seen to date was man-made. Yeah, we haven't seen monsters, so I'm not sure what she means by the land being too dangerous to go and pioneer. Perhaps it's something that's more built up on and more explained in the source material. Maybe there are some monsters around. Maybe there are some, I don't know, thunderstorms or originium rain catastrophes going around, like in Ark Knights. I have no clue. I have no clue. But from what I can see, it's not that bad of a place, is it? Outlaws who call themselves adventurers. Pilgrimage route is safe. It's gonna be a breeze. Famous last words, but it actually was a breeze. Well, kinda. Sure, Akari got tired, but they weren't attacked or anything of the sort. Nation's so big and blue. Sealed away in there is a calamity that almost destroyed the world. Pandemonium. What the fuck is a pandemonium? Like, I know what a pandemonium is, like, literally. I mean, I can Google it to make sure. Pandemonium. There we go. Yeah, it's like the capital of hell in From Paradise Lost. So, not a nice place to be in. I'm assuming the pandemonium is someone had the power to literally, someone had the, I don't know, the pure concept of hell or something and just created hell on earth. That's why there were all sorts of like monster corpses and monsters swimming around in this pandemonium. That's like the only explanation I can find. And it would make sense they actually seal it up. They can't exactly get rid of it if there's like Hell's Gate somewhere in the middle that's constantly spawning demons. They had to seal it up. Yeah, some nice fluff. I was hoping to actually witness the journey of Momo and Ashuna. Ashura? Ashuna. 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 I have to remember that. I wonder if it was actually something that was there in the light novels. There was like a couple of chapters of Akari and Menou traveling, and a couple of chapters of Momo and Ashuna traveling. I feel that might be the case. Because Momo just throwing her into this. Oh, sorry, I'm a little bit sleepy and a little bit tired, but I'm gonna see it through to the end. I'm assuming the whole thing with Momo and Ashuna fighting and Momo throwing her into some ancient ruins full of gargoyles or whatever the fuck it was wasn't just a little footnote in the source material. It was actually, something more. It was actually described in detail. But of course, adaptation woes, they can't exactly get out of their way to talk about that. The fourth. A liberated fourth class weren't Faust or Noblesse or Commons. Well, from what we've seen of them, they certainly seem like Noblesse to me. Very lavish lifestyle in a castle, I mean, that just screams Noblesse. They might not get together and like each other with the Noblesse, sure, but I'm assuming there are rifts even within the noblesse, like one family doesn't like another. So what exactly makes the fourth different than noblesse? Beats me. Fleur captured their master a few years ago, but they would be a threat to the world. How exactly? How exactly? And yeah, Menou is very clearly waning. She's very clearly not sure whether or not she wants to actually kill Akari. Or rather, deep down she knows that she doesn't want to kill her. It's plain as day. That can't be right. I'm an executioner. I'm the bone of my sword. I feel no emotions. Am I hesitating? No. I'm a sword. I'm a sword. I'm a sword. I'm a sword. Calm the fuck down there, Tsubasa. Libelle is such an interesting place. Yeah, they're having fun. And yeah, so she's a teenager. And she's taking care of the current affairs. Don't you dare jump. My cat is on the windowsill and she's preparing to jump for something. I have no clue what she's trying to jump for. But if she does, she's gonna throw all of the flower pots on the ground. She better not fucking do it. You hear me? You better fucking don't. I have no clue what you're seeing there, but it's not worth it, girl. It's not worth it. Okay, I don't think she's gonna jump. Okay, let's get back into it. Please share your thoughts. Yeah, we should just leave her alone. Maybe she is just passing by. And she genuinely is just passing by. And those motherfuckers, they want to interfere with Menou somehow. And if they do, if they're not all dead yet, if they do interfere with Menou, that's what's gonna bring Menou's attention to them. She doesn't give a fuck right now. As long as they don't make her give a fuck, she won't give a fuck. And they have to meddle, of course, and they know better than some random teenage girl. I hope you will all enjoy the sandwiches. I used a brand new sauce they devised in the faraway lands. It's called cyanide. Enjoy. I heard it's made of almonds. Yeah, that smile on her face seals the deal. They are all dead. They are all dead. Auto etheric connect, condition met, improper attachment, pure concept time unlock. Holy shit, that's a mouthful. Like, I'm glad everybody in this world is using scriptures and text. And it's also kind of no wonder they're using scriptures, entire books for it. Because if every time you attack you had to scream it out loud, right? Auto etheric connect, condition met, improper attachment, pure concept time unlock. The fights would be very long, wouldn't they? And her headband falls off whenever she wakes up. What significance does that have? Of course, plenty of monsters. Swallowed up again, which, I mean, it was plenty obvious that it's not the first time she's here. I'm assuming she's been through every single attempt that Menou made at killing her, and she knows that none of them work. But yeah, what's the deal with her headband? She puts the headband on. There is a ray of light shining onto her headband, shining onto her, and she doesn't know what that is. Some new variable. Something that wasn't there during any of the previous loops. What could it be? What changed? Which variable exactly has changed? something that a third party did that the third party never did before, something Menou did, something Akari did. Is it the first time that Menou got that headband from that Akari got that headband from Menou? I have absolutely no clue, and neither does Akari. This wasn't here the last time. And she gets swallowed and just teleports back in time to where she was. Exactly. What? 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 What the actual fuck just happened? I have absolutely zero theories. I genuinely have absolutely nothing. Like, the only thing I can think of is either the fourth are vampires to some degree. I don't think they are. Or they're experimenting with blood magic. Or the kid is special because of her blood, but I don't think the significance of blood has come up at this point, did it? I don't think there was a situation where someone would say, oh, you have fine blood, of pure blood of mages, or something along those lines. No. The pure concept of red that Orwell was using wasn't blood either, it was red. This is the first time blood is shown to be of significance. Now, she was also very casual about it. That tells me it might not be the first time this is happening. Maybe that's what the Monstera, or whatever the title of the next episode means. Maybe this kid is a monster. And she needs, and at night, or during daytime, or whatever time it is right now, she needs to be stored within this Iron Maiden. Kinda like that one SCP that has to be stored in a vat of acid. She has to be stored in that Iron Maiden. Because otherwise she transforms into a monster. And if she's kept in a state where she would be constantly dead, she can regenerate or something like that. I think that might be it. Okay, let's start another fucking page of notes, apparently. The kid has to be kept in the Iron Maiden to keep her from transforming into a monster. That's my prediction. And I think that might be where we're gonna go in this arc. Child monster arc? Question mark? I don't know. But the kid and that kid's older sister, the ruler of this land, the acting ruler or whatever, they are featured prominently in the OP, aren't they? Yeah, we have no more of this episode left, so let me go back to the OP real quick. Where are they? Where are they? They are in the OP, I'm sure of it. I'm 100% sure of it. Where exactly? Okay, I'm gonna go into this view so that I don't get a copy strike. And I'm gonna quickly go through this opening on fast forward to try and find that moment. Yeah, my cat really doesn't give up. She really wants to reach whatever it is that's out of her reach, outside of the window too. So I can't exactly grab it for her, can I? Don't you fucking dare jump. Hey! Here, pay attention to me, not to whatever you're watching there. I don't want to have, like, shovel dirt from the ground after you crash on those... okay, that's the moment. Red. Blood. Blood red. The big sister, smiling, hiding behind the fan. The little kid grasping her head with crazy eyes, splashing blood. Is it blood or is it red? Does the kid have some ability to control the pure concept of red, despite not being a lost one? Something like that. I have no clue. Okay, I forgot to go into this view. Yeah, this section of the opening. Right? Ocean of blood, everything's red. That's the castle on the island. Okay, you want down? Here's your way down. Jump on my knee, then jump on the bed. You know the drill. Don't disturb the camera. You know the drill. Okay, here, have my knee. Don't you meow. Don't you meow at me. Okay. There's red. There's the castle. The island. There she goes. Okay. She's hiding behind the fan. The kid goes all crazy eyes, grasps her head, and there's a splash of blood. That's pretty much a dead giveaway she's a monster in some capacity. There is the stone sword, flare and flaret, holding hands. That's a detail I didn't notice before. No, it's not Flare, it's Akari. It's Akari and the Menou holding hands. Reflected in the soul sword. Okay, I'm not gonna be going through this OP more. I don't wanna get a copy strike and whatnot. I think that's gonna be it. I think that's gonna be it. The first half of this episode was mostly kind of sort of set up for the second half, so we kind of breezed through it. I think the most I think the most important part of this episode, genuinely, was what was going on in the castle with the fourth. That the sister isn't just a clueless kid, that she probably murdered all those people by poisoning, and we are now all left wondering what's the deal with that kid that has to spend time in the Iron Maiden. Right? Because everything else... right, one more thing, one more mystery. What the fuck is that light that's shown on Akari that she didn't recognize? Yeah, it's very much a setup. It's very much a setup episode. Setup for more. I have a feeling this light might be a like long-term arc. Not quite as long-term as the arc of having to kill Akari. Right, because when Akari dies, the series ends. So that's like the most overarching plot, overarching arc. The thing with the light, I have a feeling that something resolved within, like, I don't know, 3 to 5 volumes of the light novel or so. So still long form, very long arc, but not quite fully overarching. And we are introduced to the short-term issue, the short-term conflict of the sister that rules the fourth, and her little sister child, Iron Maiden kid. I also have a feeling that her father is very much incapacitated, but it's purely and solely because of her. How should I say it? I don't remember her name, so I'm just gonna say Side Braid. I'm just gonna call her Side Braid. Side Braid poisoned her father. Huh. Yeah, it's pretty much just a setup. There isn't much more to talk about here, until we see the future episodes, because we need just a little bit more context, a little bit more work on that setup to fully be able to talk about it. Because as it stands right now, I can't really make any predictions because it can go any which way. The child, the Iron Maiden child, maybe Menou and Akari will be able to cure her from whatever ails her. Maybe she will have to be killed. Maybe she will be fully transformed into a monster and she will have to be killed. Maybe she will have to be thrown into the Pandemonium. Maybe I don't know. I've absolutely no clue. There are so many possibilities. The light shining on Akari, again, so many possibilities. Is it some third party who's observing them that gave a sign to Akari? Is it her ability acting out unbeknownst to her that causes those disturbances? Is it... I don't know, what else can it be? Is it the world slowly falling apart, kinda, sorta? All the things that are supposed to keep the human errors in check are falling apart slowly, deteriorating, and the cover of fog there was a hole in that cover of fog. The Pandemonium shield is slowly falling apart and it's shining on Akari's head. Actually, that's an interesting thought. Let's just note it down just in case. Pandemonium shield shield fog is falling apart. There we go. It could be it genuinely could at this point be an influence of some deity that decided to bless Akari. It could be anything. We don't have enough information. Yeah, here I am saying that there's not much to talk about, and I've been talking for an hour already. I guess even when there isn't anything to talk about, there are all the possibilities that you can talk about. I guess. I don't know. Do I have anything more to say? Any more predictions to try and make? I don't think so. I think that's gonna be it. So now it's your turn. You guys tell me down in the comments what you think of this episode, of my reaction, of my theories. Just again, leave it spoiler free, please. I beg of you. I'm enjoying Virgin Road too much to have it spoiled to me. So please, spoiler free. Okay? Okay, great. We understand each other. Like this video if you liked it, dislike it if you disliked it, but tell me why so I can improve. Subscribe to the channel to be notified of future releases. Not only Virgin Road, but also Skeleton Knight in Another World. Tomorrow we're gonna have Symphogear G. The day after we have Spy X Family. Then it's time for Revue Starlight, and then we circle back to Shield Hero Season 2. So if you're interested in any of that or in any of the other series that I've been watching before, go visit my channel. You know where the link is, right? And stay subscribed, click the bell icon and whatnot so you get notified whenever a new episode gets released. If you want to support me monetarily, you can do so on Patreon, link in the description. For $10 you get early access to non-seasonal shows like Symphogear and Revue Starlight. For just $1 you get a role on my Discord server. It gives access into a Patreon only channel, and any sort of contribution gives you a place in the credits of every single video of mine. And of course, join my Discord if you want to see my misadventures and adventures and the photo relation from that. And of course, if you want to talk spoilers, that's the perfect place to do that, because Discord has spoiler tags that you can use. YouTube doesn't, so again, please no spoilers on YouTube. You can spoil on Discord. And you can support me non-monetarily. I almost forgot. If you share this video with other people, if you spread the word, that also helps tremendously, because the bigger my audience grows, the bigger everything gets. The more money I end up getting on Patreon, the more subscribers I end up getting, the more views I get, and the more views I get and the more comments I get, the more YouTube itself promotes my videos, and it's an endless circle, it's an endless snowball, but you have to get it started first. But right now, that's gonna be it from me for today. So as always, do all the good stuff, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Cheers! And here's the credits that I mentioned. You get to be here no matter the tier you subscribe to.